Hi, this is Matt with the Science of Productivity segment. In each segment, what I try to do is bring some new research to the table on how you can improve your performance, accomplish your goals faster. In this week's segment, what I want to do is share two different types of research or pieces of research on how to improve team performance. And so Google came out, with their Aristotle project a few years ago with this shocking insight that the number one predictor of team performance for them was psychological safety, which essentially, if you haven't been reading up on it, is the ability to feel comfortable sharing one's perspective and being transparent as an individual without fear of consequences. And so since that time, there's been a lot of, suggestions made on how to increase psychological safety. A lot of them are, small tactical ways to do that and largely intuitive. Well, today's segment, I want to focus on some new research that shares two, new or, affirms two ways of doing that. The first has to do with where the leaders and senior people on the team direct their visual attention, their gaze. Where do they look during a team meeting? So if you've ever been in a meeting room, you know that most people, most of the time in a meeting, are directing their attention towards their visual attention. They're looking at the most senior people there. Most of the meeting goes that way. Well, if a senior members of the team direct more of their attention towards the lowest status members of the group, they're looking at them more, that actually does two things. One, it increases information flow through the team more equitably, and also the research showed that it improved their collective decision-making ability. And so that's one simple way, just looking at other people, the more junior people on the team. Anyone can do it, but it's particularly powerful if the leader's doing it. Increases information flow and decision-making of the team. The second has to do with what psychologists call social worth affirmation. So one of the reasons why people don't share in the context of a team is they worry that, what they share, people will think of them less or ultimately even reject them from the team. And so social worth affirmation is where you give people confidence that they're accepted, that they're valued, and that they belong. And what they found is that if you do that outside of the context of, doing work in the team, that when people get into that context, they actually feel more confident and worry less about that. And so 3 different research studies show that leaders affirming people's worth, affirming people's sense of belonging, increases the way information flows in the context of the team. So that's another simple way that you as a leader can improve your team performance, both looking at people more, which I know can be hard in Zoom contexts, but particularly in in-person meetings, looking at lower status members of the team more often, and then affirming their worth outside of the meetings. Thanks for listening to this segment of the Science of Productivity.